Welcome to week 6 of the Rapidly Reviewing the Evidence course. This is the second of 2 weeks on evaluating the evidence. You will remember from last week we focused on checklist-based approaches, and so this week we're going to look at alternative approaches to quality assessment, either using the material that's already present in the articles themselves or considering the evidence as a body with similar flaws and weaknesses and similar design strengths. So in terms of assessing a body of evidence, we know that for a particular question there will be a limited range of study types that can be used to answer it. And so if we know what the generic limitations are of particular study types, we don't need to get down to the individual level of assessment that we did last week. We can make some general conclusions about the quality of the evidence. Another approach we'll be looking at this week relates to the limitations identified by the authors. This is a sign of good reporting of a research study. Essentially, we will use authors' limitations in 2 ways. We will use the reporting specifically in order to see how a particular study has been identified as having limitations, and then we could use this more generically by seeing whether limitations identified by an author for their study might also be present in similar studies that address the same question. Essentially, we're using a collegiate approach where one author acts as a lens or window to the writings of other authors. And a key part of this approach is to use study design trees. In other words, looking for particular features of study designs and becoming aware of what their strengths and weaknesses are, and indeed navigating these trees in order to position a study within the overall strengths and limitations. So we hope you find this particular module of interest and wish you well for the week.